Hey guys, sorry about that last pause there. I just wanted to get a refresher, make sure I understood everything, was able to tackle it. So let's go ahead and, sorry, yeah, it's the cat over there. Let's go ahead and dive right back into it. So this question right here is asking A union B, but it has the complement right there. And then we understand, we come back up here, A union B, complement. So what is in the universal set that is not in the given set? Well, according to PEMDAS, we know that A union B, we come up here, we can check our Venn diagram and see. I love you. You're a troublemaker. We can see here from our Venn diagram that A union B is equal to 3, 5. That's what A union B is. But that complement sign right there is what's not in the given set. So when it's asked like this, this question means what is not in the given set. And then we look at our block method. What we're going to do is we're just going to block out that right there, this set right here, 3, 5, and we're going to write down every other number. A intersection B complement is equal to 1, 2, 4, 6, and 7. And in order to get that, because remember, A complement B is 3, 5. But it's asking what's outside of that. What is not in the given set when you see a Venn diagram question like that? Since we've covered up the middle, those numbers right there, we'll just write down everything else. I'm gonna go ahead and get a shot right there so you guys can pause or just kind of review. All right, now that we've got that, let's go ahead and move on to our final little hurrah here. Before we dive in, give her a treat really quick. All right, let's get back into it. So here we have our setup. Let's go ahead and write down our Venn diagram. We know the one we're working with here is going to be a 3-way Venn diagram. Sorry about the focus. Alrighty, so we have our 3-way Venn diagram. And then let's go ahead and write down what we're working with. So 150 people, sorry. Were surveyed and asked if they believed in UFOs, ghosts, or Bigfoot. So we know what we're dealing with here, UFOs, ghosts, or Bigfoot. Well, let's go ahead and write out what the answers of the survey were. We see here that 43 believed in UFOs, 44 believe in ghosts, 25 believe in Bigfoot, 10 believe in UFOs and ghosts, and we come back here and we see that 8 believe in ghosts and Bigfoot, and we come back here and we see 5 believe in UFOs and Bigfoot, and 2 believe in all 3. So, first thing we have to do is we have to fill out our Venn diagram. We're going to work from the bottom up in this case because the only thing we know for certain is that 2 believed in all 3. And I'll explain why in a little bit here. So in the middle, we're going to put 2 there. Now, 5 believe in UFOs and Bigfoot, but it's really important when working with this problem, we have to take away the 2 that already believe in all 3. So this column right here will be UFO. This one right here will be ghost. This column, number column right here will be Bigfoot. So, who believed? So 5 believed in UFOs plus Bigfoot. But remember, we have to take away that 2 that believe in all 3 because that's not, there's already 2 people that believe in UFOs and ghosts. That excludes all 3. So we're going to do 5 minus the 2. Going to work inside out. 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. So really only 3 people just believed in the 2. That's excluding the 2 who believed in all 3 with them. 8 believed in ghost and Bigfoot. We're going to do the same thing over here. 8 minus the 2 that already believed in all 3 is equal to 6. And then moving on up, 10 believed in UFOs and ghosts. 10 minus 2 is again equal to 8. Alrighty, so now we're working our way from the inside out. We have all the middle columns figured out. Now we just have to fill out these last columns. Now it gets a little tricky here, but it's fairly easy. So now, when we're figuring out who believed in UFOs, we see here that 43 believed in UFOs, but that's not the number that's going to go into this column. We have to subtract all the people out here, the outliers, who believed in more than just UFOs, because that's included in this number. So we're going to do 43 minus 3 minus 8 minus 2, which is equal to 30. Boom. We have to take that out because these outliers right here, they don't just believe in the UFOs. These are the single people who just believe in UFOs, not ghost, Bigfoot, not a blend. Moving on down to Bigfoot, we have, how many people believe in Bigfoot? 25 believed in Bigfoot. 25 rural individuals believing in Bigfoot. No, I'm kidding. So 25 individuals believed in Bigfoot. So we have to subtract the outliers, which is 3 minus 2 minus 6, and our answer then is going to be 14. After we subtract all of our outliers here, we can see that only 14 just believe in Bigfoot, not anything else. Let's do our final for the ghost. 44 people believed in ghost. Then again, we have to subtract our outliers on this arc right here. So minus 8 minus 2 minus 6, which is equal to 28. So those are the real numbers right there. We have 3, we have 2 in the middle, we have 8 for both ghosts and UFOs, we have 3 in this column, 6 in this column, 14 just for Bigfoot, 30 for UFOs, and 28 for ghost. That's how we figure out. Now that we have the real numbers, the numbers that actually make up the Venn diagram, we can answer some questions. For example, who believes in at least 2 things? That's an important key term. At least 2 things. Who believed? And who believed in at least 2 things? Well, we're just going to add up everyone who believed in 2 things, but also in at least 2, that's the key word right there. We're going to have to add the 2 in the middle who believed in all 3. So we take 3 plus 6, they believed in 2. 8 plus 8 plus 2, and we see that our answer is 19. That'd be our answer for that question. We're just adding the individuals who believed in either UFOs or Bigfoot, ghost or Bigfoot, UFOs and ghost, or who believed in all three. Moving on to our next question. Who believed in none of these things? So we're going to have to add up all of these numbers right here and subtract it from our starting number of the 150 people who were surveyed. So we're going to go ahead and 30 plus 28 plus 14 plus 8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 2, and then we are going to subtract, after we've added those together, minus 150, which is equal to 59. We just add up all the real numbers we have found in the Venn diagram, and that is the answer right there. 59 did not believe in any. They did not believe in any. Who believed in exactly two things? Again, we're going to just exclude, all right, so we're going to write out our problem. Well, we're just going to add up the two believers right here, excluding the all three believers this time. So 3 believed in UFOs and Bigfoot, 6 believed in ghost and Bigfoot, and 8 believed in UFOs and ghost. And that comes out to 17. And so on and so forth. Now you can really answer any question. Like if we asked who believe in exactly 3 things, it would be these 2 people. Or who believed in one thing, we would add 30 plus 14 plus 28 to get, 72. Moving on, that's it. This graph is, actually, let's go ahead and answer these last questions right here. This last little set. So it can be helpful. So we have to do our 3-way column again. Again, I'm sorry I didn't have this draw it out beforehand. My circles probably look like crap. Alright, we have our 3-way column here. Beautiful. So we're gonna draw out what was given using Roman numerals. Alrighty, and then we have A, B, C, and outside in the universal set here will be 7, or 8, I apologize. Alright, now we have our given. What is given in the problem? Now we have to answer some questions about this. Answer the questions that we find here on our answer key. So let's go ahead and have our first answer. Let's go ahead and just answer some simple word problems. What numbers are represented by group A? Now, essentially, this is asking what numbers are in circle A. What numbers are in circle A? Now, I myself made this error when I was working with these problems. I just counted the 1 right here, but that's incorrect because we're forgetting that when we're dealing with a Venn diagram, it's everything inside of circle A, which is not only Roman numeral 1, but also Roman numeral 4, 5, and 2. We have Roman numeral 1, 4, 5, and 2. That is what is the numbers inside of circle A, because when you're counting, you have to account for everything inside of the circle, not just the incomplete side right here. Moving on, which region represents A union B? So we're going to write intersection B. So we have A intersection B right here. What the heck does that mean? Let's go over here to our answer key, and we can see that when it asks for A intersection B, it's asking for what is in both. So let's go ahead and write that out. What is in both? What's in both circles? Well, we see right here that both circles share 2 and 5. That is the only numbers that they share right there. So 2 and 5. As we can see right here that both A and B share 2, A, B, and C share 3, but technically A and B still share that 3. We're just not including C in the process. Are in both circles. Boom. Let's go ahead and answer 2 more. So we have B union C. So now we're dealing with B union C. Always good to figure out what the heck does B union C mean. We're going to come over here to our handy dandy answer sheet, put them together, but do not repeat elements. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and add those guys together, B union C. We know, so what we're going to do is we're going to include everything in these 2 circles right here, which is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm sorry, and 3. Oh, and 2 as well, because 2 is in circle B. So when you add those together, you're essentially going to add everything except what's in, when it's asking for B union C from a Venn diagram, you're not going to include circle A or the universal set, because it's just asking for what is inside this group right here. And kind of block out those guys. You use pencils and then see, oh, that's my answer right there, because it's just asking for what's in circles B and C. Go ahead and answer one more question here. What is the Candary set? Or let's go ahead and answer a, well, not a tricky one, but a, one that kind of looks like a mess right here. So it's asking for A union B union C, but then again, we see that complement right there. So we know from our answer sheet right here that when we add everything together, it's going to be everything inside. If we were just looking for A union B union C, it's going to be everything inside the circle. But that asterisk right there, again, means what's not in the given set. Well, what's not in the given set? We've excluded all 3 circles, so we're not going to include anything in A, not include anything in B, not include anything in C. We're just going to include the universal set, which is equal to 3. The reason where that is because it's asking for the complement of A union B union C, which when you see that complement, that means exclude everything in that problem. Don't worry about it. Get rid of it. Let's go ahead and then if we were be asked what is A intersection B intersection C, well, we come over here, we see that when it's asking for the intersection, what's in both, or in this case, what's in all 3, only 5 is in all 3. Alrighty guys, that is it for the sets videos. I'm going to go ahead and upload all 4 of these to YouTube. And then, later on, if, you guys want, I'll be more than happy to make more videos. Thanks again and have a great weekend.